Hundreds of businesses across Hastings have been greatly impacted by the pandemic. Arguably, the hardest hit by the stay-at-home order were the countless eateries around town. We interviewed 4 restaurants to learn how they have been forced to adapt to the new normal, but still continue to remain optimistic against all odds.
Our business operation is a golf course, event center, and restaurant.
We have the 3 Subway locations here in Hastings, so we own and operate those, and 2 of them are open out of the 3 right now.
Viral Brewery, right in downtown Hastings on 2nd Street.
We are called Froth and Cork, and we are a coffee house, a hometown coffee house that also serves wine and beer.
Our hours have been affected. Catering has been affected because people haven't had the gatherings and the parties. People couldn't get refills in the store when they could still sit in there at first. And right now that's what we're going back to is like no more refills now that they can dine in. Then we had to take away our dining. Then for a while it was only bottled beverages. They didn't want cups at all. And then the state of Wisconsin is still that way. State of Minnesota, we can offer the cup. We have to hand them their cup, their lid, their straw, everything, so it's kind of a pain.
The state did the mandatory shutdown of bars and restaurants and places where people gather. We closed our tap room, but we have always had beer to go options. You're able to come in and order any of the beers that we have. A growler is 64 ounces of beer, and a crowler is about half of that. So all of the varieties of beer are available in both of these vessels for you to take home or take down to the pavilion and enjoy a beer.
We have an interesting situation because we do have a golf course, so we were allowed to open that up first, which actually created some interesting opportunities because we already had a lot of people here, but they weren't allowed inside. So we learned early on that we're going to have to be very diligent about making sure that everybody knows what the rules are and how we are adhering to them.
We opened on March 16th and closed down on March 17th because of COVID. We had to adjust, and when we closed down, we thought it was going to be a 2-week close down, and obviously it was like 10 weeks. So we've changed the menu a little bit and adjusted hours. We were going to do a co-working space upstairs, and now we're full coffee shop everywhere for seating, so people can spread out.
People didn't understand that they could come in. They thought you could only do online or only like curbside pickup. And so it's just been more of like we're just adapting and we're just kind of really trying to communicate with everybody in town.
We are trying to just pivot as quickly as possible and adapt and make sure that our patrons feel safe coming in. We're really taking our sanitization process seriously, and we want people to feel comfortable coming in here to get beer to go or to stay.
The biggest hurdle was figuring out how we're just going to do patio service at first, but reservations, masks, the whole thing, it created some fun opportunities for us.
Those first weeks, it was almost like we weren't even open. It was almost like we were experiencing a blizzard and people couldn't get outside. Especially during the beginning, you were just happy to see people come in our door.
It allowed us to pivot a little bit and change our business model so that more of our product is going out our front door instead of staying here with a patron.
I'm probably one of the weird ones. I have a very optimistic outlook about the way COVID has affected our business.
We're a little bit different than everybody else because we didn't have a normal. We were only here for a day and a half, so we didn't have exactly what that was.
People are shifting and changing and adapting in really unique ways, and I think that is a really powerful statement to the resilience of the businesses in our town.
We opened up last week, and last Friday we had live music on the patio. We were at our max all night of the 50 people and had to rework some things to make sure we were adhering to that. But I think in general, humans are excited to get back into the real world and are going to really appreciate things that they didn't as much before.
My outlook is that it's still gonna take a while.
Just go with it. Some weeks look this way, and then you might have to change it the next week.
Me personally, once again, see some really good things coming out of this. I think it's smart for people to really focus on the good things. There's no way all of this is bad. COVID actually has given me a lot more time with my family, which I realize is super important, and I love being with them, and it's given me more opportunity to do that.
We're just really happy for the support we've had, and I know there's been frustration, like when we can open up the other store and things like that. The thing is that we have 2 locations to serve people, and we're happy to do that still.
The community's been amazing. When we first started, we got cards and letters in the mail when we first closed. I guess it's just the goodness in people has really shown through the struggle.
The city has helped us be creative too. The part of 2nd Street that our business is on is now shut down on the weekends so that pedestrians can enjoy the street and walk back and forth between retail and bars and restaurants and enjoy the space a little bit more broadly. And that's another sign of creativity and adaptability.
I think that there's going to be a real sunny side after this.
We're just all trying to get through this. We just all got to do what we got to do.
Get creative and talk to people in your network and talk to your friends and try and figure out the way through it together, because that's the only way we're all going to get through it. It is more important now than ever to drink local, to eat local, to shop local.
Just keep pushing through and do what works best for you. There's no right or wrong through this. Everyone's trying to learn through it, and you just got to do whatever works best for you.
Just enjoy it, because I have a feeling we'll eventually be back to normal.
Times are tough for businesses during COVID-19, but with creative ideas, resiliency, and a positive attitude, these Hastings businesses are doing whatever they can to get by. Support your favorite local business today. For HCTV, I'm Colby Zach, and thanks for watching.